Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are 14 minutes away from 6 o'clock p.m. in Stroud, Oklahoma. It is time for game number 2 for the Bethany High School Broncos tonight. First game for the on the women's side of the bracket, I'll say. It's your 22-4 Bethany Broncos taking on the 20-8 Grove Ridgerunners in tonight's matchup. Again, first round of the area tournament out here at the Stroud Route 66 Coliseum. Had to remember the full legal name of the building we're in right there. Thank you for joining us. We're on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. And expecting another fun one. The men's game earlier today finished with a 73-57 win for the Bethany guys, and we got an interview with Coach Holiday after that, which I'll play in a second here. But this pregame show is brought to you live from the Ship It Sooner broadcast booth. Ship It Sooners over at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace. Call 405-256-6264. Ask about their private mailboxes and all the different benefits that come with it. Ship It Sooner. Also go to shipitsooner.com, and you can scroll and learn more about the services they offer. All right, so the Grove Ridgerunners, again, a team we met earlier this season. We actually saw them back out at the Hobart Invitational. The last time these two teams met, it was a 45-31 win for the Bethany Broncos back on January 9th. This Bethany team is 15-4 versus Class 4A. They're sitting at an even 3-3 versus ranked foes across all classes, and Grove is right there with them, 14-3 against Class 4A, 3-4 versus ranked opponents across all classes. And again, the last time these two teams met, Bethany got the better of the Ridgerunners. Now it's a little bit different of a scenario. A different gymnasium, a different time of year. Both of these teams have done nothing but grow throughout the length of their season. And I know I, for one, am very excited to see what Grove brings out to the court today. I've got their starters for you. It's number 11, Aiden Arnold. Number 12, Jackson Berryman. Number 20, Zoe Robertson. Number 24, Rowan Gear. And number 45, Javen Buffington. For Bethany, we're running with the same starting five we usually put out there. Camera Gear, Madison McNutt, Reese Harris, Allie Lynn, and McKenna Calderon. 10 minutes left to go in our little pregame show. So before we go and play that interview, actually, you know what? We'll do the interview first, and then we'll come back for the Coyote Pond keys to the game after that. So I mentioned it, but our first game earlier today, a 73-57 win for the Bethany Broncos. They were playing the Inola High Longhorns in a top 20 4A matchup here in the area. First quarter was tied 12-12. Second quarter was 29-24 Bethany, but then in the third and fourth, the Broncos really pulled away, and I asked Coach Holiday's thoughts on it. Hear them now. Hey guys, we're out here in Stroud, Oklahoma, following the first game for the men's bracket. Your Bethany Broncos took down Inola High. I'm here with Coach Holiday. Coach, first off, just how are you feeling after a big win like that?
Yeah, I mean, always good to get a win, man, especially in playoffs. It's win or go home. That's the ultimate goal. Okay, nothing else but win.
They had a couple of good first half, first quarter, and then y'all really battled back in the second and put it on them. What was the change in game plan that led to that?
Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily a change of game plan, as well as we talk about weather and storms all the time. So it's just, that's what the playoffs is all about. Like you every possession, yeah, you're trying to have a stop and you're trying to be perfect on rotations and keeping the ball out of the paint and things of that nature. But, guys are good, right? And every game from here on out is going to be playing good guys, good teams. And so it's just about, trying to stack wins. And so, we just weathered the storm. They started off really good, made a couple shots, and we just weathered the storm, starting to get that first rebound, got a couple turnovers, and got out and ran.
Speaking of guys that weathered the storm really well, Breck Brady had a double-double today. By my count, 24 points, 12 rebounds. Just tell us a little bit about Brady's performance.
Yeah, I mean, we challenge that guy every day, because the more he elevates his game is the more we elevate. And that's a big, that's big shoes to fill. And sometimes that can feel like a lot of pressure, but I mean, he loves it. And he loves to just be about his team. And so we tell him all the time and challenge him on the rebounding end of things and say, hey man, if you go get 15 of these things, like, we're always in good positions. And so we joke about it, but we really do challenge him there. And the last two games, he's been a monster on the glass.
I think another guy that's responded to that well was Jagger Weaver. He was held scoreless through the first, came out in the second, knocked down a couple threes, knocked down a couple shots from two.
Yeah.
How have you seen him respond over this playoff?
Yeah, I mean, he's just maturing and growing through live plays, and we're winning along the way. But, I mean, the kid's just a great kid and an awesome worker and just a great teammate. And so it's just, we talk about it all the time. He takes good looks, and he passes up some good ones to guys for great ones. And so it's just like, hey, trusting that the ball's going to come back to you and things will fall.
I've got two more questions for you, Coach, here. Were you at all when the personal fouls on Griner started to rise in the first and the team fouls got high in the fourth? Did that worry you at all? Because it seemed like you handled it well.
Sure. Like, yeah, we're better with Seth on the floor. We're better with him out of foul trouble, so he can be aggressive, defending and getting in the paint, making plays for others as well as himself. And so, we talk about adjusting to the way refs call the game all the time. Like, the next game that starts at 6 o'clock will be ref completely different than the one that we did. And so it's always just kind of feeling that out and adjusting on the fly.
What's left for you tonight, Coach? What's the plan?
We're going to go get a bite to eat and then come back and support our girls.
All right. Thank you again, Coach. Great job tonight. Good luck the rest of the playoffs.
Thanks, Luke. You're awesome.
And there was an exclusive interview with head coach of the men's basketball team, Coach Josh Holliday. Man, what a great game they played. I can't gush enough about the way the guys answered that first half. Again, both these teams, backs on the wall, right? It's win or go home. The better team is going to move on today. And I know, was sticking right there with us for those first two quarters, but Denton Jaggers finished close to a double-double with 16 points and 7 rebounds. Brady had his double-double again, 24 points, 12 rebounds. Kiefer put up 12. Weaver came in that second half, knocked down 8, also grabbed 3 rebounds himself. I mean, I'm just so impressed once again by the way the men's team responded to adversity, and they've been doing that all season long. Now we're looking for the women's team to do the same thing here. Just because we got Grove once in the past doesn't mean these Ridgerunners aren't going to come back out here and put up an intense fight. If there is one thing I expect from Grove in this game, it is that they are going to leave it all out on the floor. It's the same thing from now until we make it to state. Back is against the wall, win or go home. This is only the second game on the women's side, and you've already got this kind of a matchup, this kind of a storyline, this kind of a rivalry right here on GSN Sports and Talk. I think Grove is aware. They are honestly more than aware of what Bethany is bringing to the table. Grove is going to really pressure Camera Gear down low, as many teams have. But Bethany, in the few losses they've had, have actually struggled with turnovers around the perimeter, bringing it up the court, bad passes down low. That's where they've occasionally had something of an Achilles heel. So I think Grove has, again, seen the film. They know what to do. They're going to leave it all out on the floor, and they're really going to give this Bethany women's team a run for their money. Grove High coming off of a 2-game win streak. Bethany coming off of a loss, wanting to avenge that against Weatherford back in Weatherford, Oklahoma. Grove has taken down Jay, Wagoner, and Ooliga, their only loss being to Verdigris, while Bethany knocked off Community Christian, while Aztec Charter DQ'd, and they lost in the championship of regionals to Weatherford. 4.5 left in our pregame show. Now it's time for the Coyote Pond keys to the game. Officially, ball security, bringing it up the floor, is the first key to the game. There's no doubt about that. Excuse me, I was eating peanut M&Ms earlier. They're coming back to get me. Ball security, smart inlet passes, smart inbounding, being extremely careful with your ball movement, looking to regear down low. That's the second key to the game. And the third key to the game kind of plays off of that. It's very simply communication, and that's not just communication on the passes, that's communication on the screens, knowing where you're going to go when you get the basketball and who you're looking for. So those were our Coyote Pond keys to the game. Coyote Pond is back in War Acres. They're the home of the $20 FFL transfer. I'm going to have to get a drink after this when we go to break. Coyote Pond, 405-470-7999. Thanks again to Coyote Pond. Let's go to that break. When we come back, we'll meet starting lineups. I got to get a drink. This is killing me. We're back here in Stroud, Oklahoma. It is game time. The Bethany High Broncos, the Grove Ridgerunners, in the second game of the women's bracket here at Area. We're in the Stroud Route 66 Coliseum. Now let's take a look at that bracket and see how things are turning out. The first game today was Verdigris and Woodward, and what a game it was. Verdigris won 53-52. It went all the way down to the wire. We now play Verdigris, if we win this one, at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, March the 6th. If we lose, as I mentioned a couple times, we're done. Woodward's night, they are done. We're trying to make sure Grove's run is over. But if we win that game against Verdigris, and we're looking ahead to Saturday, March 7th, we would play the winner of Lincoln Christian and Weatherford. Lincoln Christian, needless to say, is not the matchup you want to see. I think not just because they're the number one team in the class and have been all season long, but I actually think this women's team for Bethany would be looking for some revenge against the Weatherford Lady Eagles. I think the Lady Broncos want to see Weatherford again. We'd be having them on a neutral site instead of on their home floor looking to avenge that OT loss. That's my thoughts personally. I do think my prediction is that Lincoln Christian will knock off Weatherford in that game. So if we do make it, you've got a tough matchup. You got a tough matchup for sure. All right, let's go ahead and meet our starting lineups. Our pregame show is over. I've already told you who our starters are likely going to be, so it's time to lock in and call some basketball. We're going to go to the national anthem first and foremost, so let's go ahead and knock that out here. We'll be back after this commercial break. Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice, on the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support and drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere, or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778, and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633-7778.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
And we just got done with the national anthem here in Stroud, Oklahoma. Beautiful rendition by one of Stroud's own, I believe. I gotta say, that was pretty impressive stuff. All right, so the Bethany Broncos appear to officially be the visiting team. If I'm not mistaken, the home team wears white, and that will be the case. But Kenny Calderon, the first starter, announced. She'll be followed up by Maddie McNutt. After McNutt is number 12, Reese Harris. Following her up, number 23, Allie Lynn. And, of course, Cameron Gear, the first starter, announced, rounds out the top 5. Let's meet the Grove Lady Ridgerunners. Number 11, Aiden Arnold. She's a senior, comes in at 5'5" on the roster. Number 12, Jackson Berryman, 5'4". She is a sophomore in the starting 5. Zoe Robertson wears number 20. She's a junior. Number 24, Rowan Gear, a senior in the top 4. And number 45, Javen Buffington, the final senior to round out the Grove Ridgerunners starting 5. And these two teams are ready to go. All right, it's time for the first quarter of action, the area tournament in Stroud, Oklahoma. Bethany Broncos, Grove Ridgerunners on the gospelstation.com, Sports and Talk, and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Well, we know Regier will be heading to the line to jump. On the other end, who is Grove going to go with? I have to imagine they're going to be putting out number 45, Javen Buffington. They break their huddle, and it will actually be number 20, Zoe Robertson. Close. Robertson only has an inch difference between her and Buffington. Robertson comes in at 5'7" on the sheet, Buffington 5'8". She'll be jumping again against Cameron Gear, who has been very, very good off the jump this season, trying to win first possession here for the Bethany Broncos. The ball is up, and Regier wins it. Bethany has first possession. Fell right into the hands of McNutt. We are underway. McNutt bringing it up the floor right to left, goes to Harris on the left wing. Grove immediately opens this game up in a zone, a 2-3 zone. There's an inlet to Regier. Regier goes to the corner to Calderon, right back to Regier. Goes up with two defenders on her, can't get that shot, but Lynn comes down with the rebound. Lynn's putback hit the bottom of the glass, and Lynn was fouled going up for the shot. So Regier and Lynn both miss one, but Lynn picks up a rebound and has two free throws to open up our game. Now, I will say in the women's game earlier today between Verdigris and, of course, Woodward, free throws ended up actually playing a very, very big difference in the way that one went. I mean, a one-point game like that, they had Verdigris in the bonus, and that was the one way they were getting back in that game. Allie Lynn goes 1 of 2, and the first points are on the board for the Bethany Broncos, 1-0. 7:35 left to go. So now we see Grove's offense for the first time, what kind of defense Bethany is in. They come out showing a man defense right here. Regier matched up on one defender. She gets a switch on the Calderon. It's a turnover. Number 24, Rowan Gear, tried to dribble through three, lost the ball. Regier on a fast break the other way, throws up the shot, and one for Cam Regier. Went up with a soft right hand, and it was enough not only to find the bucket, but to send her to the line. The foul goes on number 11, Aiden Arnold. That's her first personal and the second team foul this quarter for the Grove Ridgerunners. Regier on her and one. Just barely can't get that one to go. It is knocked out of the lane, but Grove is going to keep it alive. So it'll just end a 3-0 lead for the Bethany Broncos. Bringing it up the floor is number 24, Rowan Gear. Gear looking for the inbound pass, stolen away by Regier. Again, that inside thing, looking straight to the lane, preyed upon early on in this game. Calderon well beyond the left wing. Looking to Harris to her left. Went to the soft pass. Couldn't get it to Harris. I'm not sure if that ball was tipped out of Calderon's hands, but it just didn't end up being a good pass regardless. 6:54 left to go in the first. Bethany maintains their 3-0 lead. Number 12, Jackson Berryman brings up the court. She stands at the logo. Bounce pass to Buffington. Buffington over to the wing. Here's Gear. Gear on the drive. Goes back to number 12, Berryman. Berryman shot up, and there's another whistle blown. At the line, it's number 12, Jackson Berryman. The foul was assessed to McKenna Calderon, and you'll have to excuse my coughing fits apparently during this game. I knew I shouldn't have ate those M&Ms. First free throw was missed. The second one up. It bounces around for a long time, but eventually falls. 3-1 the score. 6.5 left to play in the first. McNutt up the floor on the right side, looking to her left. Hits Regier now to Harris. Harris on the left wing. Got her pocket pick, but Grove knocks it out of bounds. We're staying with Bethany. And that goes back to the Coyote Pond keys to the game right there. Ball security. Grove is going to be all over that tonight. Trying to shark passes, trying to get that punch out from behind. Calderon on the inbounds, tried to get it right ahead to McNutt, and there's another example of it. Number 12, Jackson Berryman was right there to knock the ball out of bounds. Bethany will get another chance to inbounds. Score still 3-1. This time they go straight to Harris. Step back three from the left wing for Harris. High bounce off the top of the glass. No good. It's going to Grove. Well, that was a good-looking shot right there from Harris. It was on line, just couldn't get it to drop. Grove has it. 6:15 left to play in the first. Berryman over to her left. Has a player on the wing driving down low was number 24, Rowan Gear. Gear's pass stripped away. McNutt has it now. Both teams trading turnovers, trading stolen passes back and forth. Lynn brings up the floor on the left side. She's in trouble, goes with a jump pass to Calderon, who just tried to keep it alive on the baseline. But it's going to be another turnover on the Broncos. Case in point, both teams trading turnovers back and forth. Neither one has really gone on a big run here and kind of cemented their early lead. 5:50 left to play in the first quarter. Bethany up 3-1. And another wild pass that McNutt grabs. Miscommunication on Grove's part. They were looking over to the right wing and the player there moved. McNutt has Harris to her left. That's where she goes. Harris stands at the Tiger logo. Looking back to her right with Lynn. Lynn bops it up and brings it down. It's McNutt. Now Calderon, right corner. Lets the three fly too strong. Fell right in the hands of Harris. Another offensive possession for the Bethany Broncos. Back to Harris. She launches the contested three from the left wing. That one no good. Rebounded by Buffington. Grove on the other end of the floor. Bounce pass to the right corner. Arnold looking for somewhere to go. Gives it back out beyond the line. Gear now with Regier on her well beyond the right wing. She's just going to let the three go. No good, and Harris comes down with the rebound. Harris now has an offensive and a defensive rebound to her name. Under 5 minutes left to go. Harris at the left of the logo. Has Calderon to her right, looking to her left. Goes with the inside pass to Regier. Regier hitting the back and foul on the floor. That one's going to go on number 45, Javen Buffington. Couple subs come on the floor. For Grove, it's number 15, Kinsey Gwynn. For Bethany, number 22, Madison Bibbs. And number 10, Cameron Donley. Inbounds play here for the Bethany Broncos. McNutt to inbound. She's going to go way out high to Regier. Regier faces a contest from one player. Back to Ross. Spins, puts up the long two off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Grove. Not a bad shot right there for Regier either. Grove going up the floor in a hurry. They feed on the left side to Berryman. Berryman back out high all the way around the world. Now it's on the right wing to Arnold. Arnold looking down low, sees nowhere to go, so it's back out towards the logo. Now all the way into the left corner. Gwynn takes one dribble, sees nothing. Back over to Robertson. 4:20 left to play. Grove looking to make their move. Berryman now with the ball in her hands. Still has Regier on her. Bounce pass to her left. Grove staying around the perimeter. Now they go with the inside pass. It's Gear trying to back down. Bibbs got it blocked. Regier and Bibbs there to play defense on it. And nearly a turnover on Grove, though they'll get another chance. Sophie Green comes into the game. So Grove on this inbounds play. Let's see what they've got. They've got three players in the lane, one out beyond the perimeter. They all separate. It opens up a bounce pass straight ahead to number 24, Rowan Gear. Gear spinning from straight away, put up the shot and one. And that was a tough shot and a very friendly bounce. We're tied up 3-3 with a free throw pending. The foul goes to number 23, Allie Lynn. 3 team fouls on Grove, 2 on Bethany here in the first quarter. 4:04 left. Free throw is up and sunk for Gear. Grove has the first lead of their game, 4-3. 4 minutes exactly left to play in the first. McNutt up the right to Donley. Donley cross-court pass hits Lynn on the left wing. Lynn looking down low. There's Regier. Regier 2 steps into the paint, kicks to the corner. Donley lets the three fly. Right corner. No good off the front of the rim. On the fight for the rebound, it's Bibbs who comes away with it, but she's tangled up with a couple defenders. Able to hit McNutt. McNutt's long two. No good on that one either. And Grove comes down with the rebound. Great job by Bibbs for the offensive rebound, and Grove loses it on their way to the other end of the floor. .336, Grove still up 4-3 after the turnover. Number 15, Morgan McNutt into the game now. Allie Lynn will bring the ball up the floor, and she'll bring it up slowly past the logo, letting the offense get set. McNutt to her right, that's where she goes. McNutt the cross-court pass to Donley. Donley looking to Lynn in the corner. Lynn gets a jump pass to Regier. Regier backs down the defender into the paint. 2 defenders on her. Throws a wild fadeaway shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Grove. Grove up the floor in a hurry, trying to press the advantage in transition. Gear trying to go all the way to the glass. Right hand, she'll get the foul. Looks like they're hitting Bibbs or Lynn with this one again. Call hasn't been made yet. Finally, the call. It's going to go back on Lynn. 3:10 left to go as the clock stops. 3 team fouls on both sides. Gear at the line. She knocks down another to make it 5-3. Number 35, Emma Saylor in the game. Going to give Lynn a break after Allie Lynn picks up her second personal. Gear set to take her second free throw. She's 2 of 2 from the line so far, trying to make it 3 of 3, and she does. Onto the floor for the Ridgerunners, Allie Hasselman, number 5. Score is 6-3 with just over 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Grove leads. McNutt now brings up the floor, looking right side to Bibbs. Bibbs has Donnelly come out to meet her, one defender on her, starts her dribble, goes down to the right corner. Now 2 defenders on her, their zone defense giving a little bit of trouble. Hits Saylor, Saylor back out high to Morgan McNutt. McNutt looking for someone to go right back to Bibbs on the right wing. Now there's the inbounds inlet. Saylor to Regier, Regier puts the shot up and no good again. Grove has another rebound, but Bethany tangles them up on the full court defense, but a little bit too much contact for the officials' liking. Should be Regier hitting the rebound, getting the foul. That's Regier's first personal and the 4th team foul for the Bethany Broncos. 2:43 left to go in this quarter. Sophie Green on the floor, looking to her left, hits some 20, Zoe Robertson. Robertson back out to Hasselman, top of the key. Hasselman looking left side all the way around the perimeter. Bibbs matched up. Oh, and there's a quick pass down low, nearly an open shot for Grove. Regier gets there in time. The white jerseys go back out beyond the left wing. Now here's Hasselman to drive, tried to go right hand to the lane, had to get the pass off. Regier looking to get another steal, and she'll come away with one. Fast break, one-on-one. Regier blows by her defender and puts it up for 2. That brings it back to a 1-point game, 6-5 after the made Regier 2-pointer. 2 minutes left to play. Grove leads by 1. Hasselman to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to the right wing, and there's Regier again trying to get a steal and goes up over the back of number 32, Sophie Green. Regier hit with another foul. That's Regier's second personal. And that will be bonus for the Grove Ridgerunners. 5 team fouls. Now Green gets to shoot a couple free throws. Her first up, and it's good. Number 12, Reese Harris back in the game for the girls in black. You can see Grove's game plan here. They're taking full advantage of every trip to the line, really trying to drive and bring up that foul total. Second free throw, no good. Harris comes down with the rebound. Freshly subbed back into the game. Now she'll bring it up the floor on the right side. Bibbs to her left, Donnelly to her right. She goes to her right. Donnelly on the right wing, down low to Saylor. Saylor doesn't dribble, tries to get the pass back out. Luckily, Morgan McNutt grabbed it. McNutt's inside pass to Saylor, stolen away by Grove. Fast break opportunity for Grove. They're going up the right side. Good on Bibbs to slow down the ball handler, Hasselman. Robertson brings it back out towards the top. Hits Green, now over to number 5, Hasselman. That's Allie Hasselman, my mistake. Hasselman on the baseline. Back out high to Zoe Robertson. Robertson has Saylor on her. Walking back towards the middle of the floor. Just going to go over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker looking down low, minute 15 left to play in the first. Nothing opens up for Grove yet. Now from the corner, Shoemaker drives into the lane, lost the dribble, but gets the friendly whistle. This one, I think, is going to go on Emma Saylor. And that will be the case. Saylor picks up her first. Another trip to the line for the Grove Ridgerunners. Number 22, Olivia Shoemaker, to take a couple shots. Her first up, and it's good. McKinnon Calderon back in the game, accompanied on the other end by Rowe and Gear. And now Grove will sub 1 back in. Looks like they're going to go with, I believe that is number 11, Aiden Arnold, set to sub back in. Second free throw here in an 8-5 game. It's up and no good off the front of the rim. Harris gets another rebound. She's got 3 defensive rebounds already. Harris up the middle of the floor, looking to her left, has to go to the right. High pass for Bibbs, but she brings it down. Madison Bibbs lost the dribble. 2 defenders on her, trying to dribble up to the line. Under a minute left to play. Calderon takes it, throws one cross court, and it's another turnover on the Broncos. This Grove defense has put in the work here in the first quarter, causing wild passes side to side. Bethany just trying to settle down here in the final 50 seconds. Grove has it back, 8-5. White jerseys go right to left. It's over on the far side with Hasselman. Hasselman back out high looking for Green. Green now over to the right corner with Arnold back up high. Now Grove just content to take some time off the board. Green spins, in trouble, able to hit Kinsey Gwynn. Gwynn over to the corner. No shot comes from Arnold. She's going to go back high now. Here's the drive into the lane, kick back into the corner. Harris there to play some defense. Good defense. And they want her to step out, and she did. Great closeout defense from 1-2. Reese Harris on that one forces a turnover here. And now with 20 seconds left to play with, Bethany a chance to tie this game up, or at least bring it back within one. Harris over to Calder on the right side, still facing his own defense from Grove. Morgan McNutt has it, well beyond the left wing, kind of in trouble, gets back to the top of the key. Running past to Calderon. Calderon brings it back out high, now hits Harris, 5 seconds left to play. Morgan McNutt takes in the corner, inside pass to Calderon, one dribble, back out high. Harris has got to put it up, step back, got it swatted. Grove wins the first quarter. The score 8-5 after the end of one. A few too many turnovers for the Bethany Broncos' liking. You know they're going to talk about that here in this quarter break. As we go to break, thanks, of course, to some of our sponsors, including Toro Taxis at 5909 Northwest Expressway. They gave out the Toro $10 ticket this season. Hopefully, you guys listening at home won a couple of those. Toro Taxis, 580-275-8933. Don't leave money on the table. Call Toro Taxis. We're back after this.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
Coming out of break, ready for the second quarter. Grove leads 8-5. It will be Grove basketball as we return to action here. 8 minutes back on the clock. Now, notably, a low-scoring quarter despite how many turnovers both sides had. You credit that to the defense getting back and putting some pressure on, but Bethany has to be careful with this. They lost the first quarter due in large part to their turnovers and fouls. All right, Grove back on offense. Let's see what they draw up here. Berryman has it. Well beyond the arc, Calderon there, assisted by Lynn. A couple of bounce passes, gets down to the corner. It's a three taken from the Ridgerunners, no good. Lynn fighting for the rebound, but Grove comes away with it. Rowan Gear put up the shot and got her own rebound. Grove set to slow it down again. A couple passes to the right side. Here's Arnold. Arnold matched up with Madison McNutt. McNutt from behind trying to get a steal on Kinsey Gwynn. Nearly caused it, but inside the lane, Arnold puts up the long two, rebounded by Regier. Regier able to spin out of trouble, and we're going back the other way. 7:15. Regier over to Harris, and Harris and Lynn collided just past half court. Lynn stepped on the back of Harris's foot and caused her to travel. And that's just another unfortunate example of a needless turnover that has plagued these Bethany Broncos here in the first half. So an inbounds opportunity for Grove. They're going to go straight into the lane, tipped up by a black jersey, but Grove comes down with it anyways. 8-5. Calderon matched up on number 12, Jackson Berryman. Berryman goes over to the left side. A couple quick passes to the wing. Now there's bounce pass down low. Nothing opens up inside the line. They hit number 24, Rowan Gear, who launches a three from well beyond the left wing. No good. Rebounded by Allie Lynn. The Broncos look up court to Regier. She spins past two defenders, able to get the pass off to Madison McNutt. McNutt in trouble, shaking, able to get the pass off to Regier. Now back to McNutt from the right wing. Her three, too short. Regier gets the rebound and the putback. Cam Regier brings it back to a one-point game. 8-7, 6 minutes left to play. Arnold to the right side, looking down low. There's Robertson, pass inside the line, right back out to 2-0. Robertson out high, all the way around the world. Bounce pass again inside the line. Now here's a drive into the paint by Rowan Gear. Gear spins, goes up left hand, and comes down with two. Grove pushes it back out to a three-point game. 5:45 left to play in this half. 10-7. Harris picked up the dribble, needs to go over to Calderon on the right side. Calderon to Lynn at the free throw line, hits McNutt in the far corner. Madison McNutt's three doesn't fall, but Harris got the offensive rebound. Throws it off to Lynn, a lot of contact. Lynn now takes two dribbles, goes with the underhanded right-handed layup, and what a shot by Allie Lynn. And again, another great offensive rebound by Reese Harris. Don't want to let that one go. That was high effort, high intensity right there. 10-9, Bethany back within 1. 5 minutes left to play. Reverse layup from number 20, Zoe Robertson, doesn't fall, and we'll credit again Harris with the rebound there. Harris brings it slowly up the floor. 5 minutes left to play. Over to Calderon. Cross-court pass nearly stolen away by Grove. Jump stop for Harris. She goes to Regier. Regier with a swing pass to Lynn, and Lynn can't hold on to it. Number 22 and number 25, Olivia Shoemaker and Mallory Petty on the game for Grove. Turnovers, man, turnovers. It's all about ball security. This has stayed a low-scoring one-point game because of turnovers on both sides. Shoemaker at the 66 Coliseum lettering. Got it knocked out of bounds by Allie Lynn. She was looking for a bounce pass to the right corner. That is where Grove will inbound it now. Jackson Berryman heads over. She's got Calderon on her. 2 players on the baseline, one well out beyond the perimeter. That's where she goes. Robertson now back to Berryman. Berryman across the floor to Shoemaker. The white jerseys going back and forth. Nothing opens up yet for the Lady Ridgerunners. 4.5 left to play in the first half. Bounce pass down low. Now to the baseline through the hands of Zoe Robertson. Well, we got a second. Thanks to Simplified Tech Solutions, 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard. They help us out on all our technological stuff. Grove trying to go with the pass down to the baseline. Nothing opens up. Well defended by Bethany this time around. Rowan Gear looking to the right side. Hits number 22, Olivia Shoemaker. Shoemaker with a rough pass down low. Bounces off a couple of bodies. Let's see who they say it's out on. It's going to be a black jersey. Cameron Donnelly in the game for the Bethany Broncos gives Lynn a break. Bethany really needs to go on a run now. Still down 1, 3:53 left to go. Inbounds go straight away, and Grove once again has it beyond the perimeter. Now here's a screen for Rowan Gear to put up a 3. And given enough chances, Grove puts some more points on the board, 13-9. 3:40 left to play in the first half. McNutt over to the right side. There's Harris. Harris to Regier. Regier back outside the line. Calderon over to McNutt. Back to 5 on the wing. She goes down to Regier. 3 players on Cam Regier. She gets the ball poked out. It will be out on Grove. But you can see exactly as I said in the pregame, multiple bodies assigned to stop Cam Regier. And right now they found a pretty good way to keep that ball out of her hands. That being said, Regier has the most points for Bethany here. She's got 6 out of the 9. Inbounds play for Bethany. Calderon to inbound it. Looking for somewhere to go. Goes out high. There's Regier. 1 player comes out to meet her. Regier 2 dribbles to the right and a whistle blown. This one going to hit number 22, Olivia Shoemaker. That is Shoemaker's first personal and the first team foul for Grove in the second quarter. 13-9, the score remains just under 3.5 left to play before halftime. Harris brings the ball out to the left, spins, goes back to her right. Good perimeter pressure by Grove. McNutt's pass thrown inside, batted up by a white jersey and stolen away. Bethany not relaxed on the full court pressure. They're still playing a lot of defense to this Grove Ridgerunners, and it ends up with a turnover. Grove traveled. Number 20, Zoe Robertson, couldn't get it out of the far corner. And that has been to Bethany's benefit. Even after their own turnovers, they're not giving up on the play. They're sticking with it. Now let's see if they can make something different out of this offensive possession. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Harris again has it on the left wing. 3 players in front of her, goes back out high to McNutt. McNutt all the way around, right hand inside the line, hits Calderon, trying to go down low to Regier. Regier and one of the Ridgerunners with a little bit of contact. Regier's hit with a foul, and she can't believe it. Regier very, very unhappy, as are the Bethany fans in attendance. On that one, I mean, I'm not an official. I won't really make a call on it, but yeah, 3 personal fouls on Regier at this point in the game is kind of rough. I don't know about that one. It was more akin to a loose ball foul than anything, which, you know, do what you will with that knowledge. Come to your own decision. Grove, in the meantime, turns over another ball thrown through the legs of number 20, Zoe Robertson. Bethany has it back, 2.5 left to play, 13-9. Madison Bibbs back in the game. She takes 3 dribbles to her right, runs into 2 defenders, trying to spin out of trouble, able to hit Harris on the left side. Harris to McNutt. She fakes the shot, Now dribbles all the way to the lane, bounce pass down low, able to hit Donnelly. Donnelly got it blocked. Bethany again looking for a foul, but it's going to be a foul on Donnelly instead as she fouled one of the Ridgerunners who was going for the blocked ball. Timeout going to be taken by the Bethany Broncos, and this one I agree with. 3 team fouls in the second quarter here, 2:21. A very, very low scoring first half to this point, folks. And I'm sure you can hear it in the live mic, but the Bethany fans not happy about it. We'll be back in a little bit.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Aloha Shaved Ice at 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway offers a year-round shaved ice service. No matter if it's rain or shine outside, you can take a little bit of summer home with you. Try one of their specialty drinks or one of their amazing coffee selections up there. Try the caramel macchiato. I've heard that's a fan favorite. Thanks to Aloha Shaved Ice. Now we're back in it. Grove has ball. Bounce pass to the free throw line. Behind the back pass, Bibbs got there for the tip, and it results in a Calderon steal. Harris, crossover move, going right to left. Looks to McNutt on the left wing. She's looking down low. 3 players along the baseline. Throws up a floater, no good. Can't get the foul. Ball bounces out of bounds. It's going back to Grove. And that was something of a desperation shot right there from McNutt, trying to get a foul call, trying to get anything beneficial out of it. The Grove defense has been suffocating here through the first half. They game planned very well for this one, and depending on who you ask, might have gotten a little bit of help from the whistle. Number 22, Shoemaker, up the floor. We're going to go back over now to number 32, Sophie Green. Green at the logo, looking to the right side. There's Berryman. Back to Green. She's going back and forth with 1-2. Now a hit gear. And it's going to be Berryman to drive all the way to the right side of the lane. Tried to stop on a dime and travel. Had 2 defenders come up to meet her. Couldn't find a space for a shot, really. Minute 35, Donnelly comes off the floor. Morgan McNutt back in the game for the Broncos. Her sister Madison to bring it up the floor. 90 seconds left to play in the first half. Madison to Harris, over to Morgan. Morgan stops, in trouble, 1 defender on her, tangled up, and a whistle blown on Grove. This is hitting number 12, Jackson Berryman, with a foul. That is Berryman's first personal and the second team foul. A minute 24 left to play in the second quarter. Calderon on the inbounds. A screen right in front of her. Bibbs set it for Harris, trying to free up 1-2. Bounce pass gets to Harris, but she's got 2 defenders on her, and it's a jump ball call. That's number 12, Jackson Berryman, and number 32, Sophie Green, teaming up to cause that jump. Luckily, it sticks with the Broncos. Now as they get set, 3 players right in front of the inbounder. It's Madison McNutt going beyond half court that will take the ball. McNutt, 1 defender on her. She's working against Sophie Green. Cross-court pass, able to hit Morgan. Morgan to Calderon. Calderon's pass nearly stolen away by Grove, but she finds Harris. Harris down to the corner with McNutt. McNutt, a cross-court pass. That one is taken away. Fast break, one-on-one on the other end. Rowan Gear goes up against Harris, and Gear comes down with 2. Not much Reese Harris could have done there. That one was effectively going to be 2 points, 95% of the time off of that steal. 6-point lead for Grove, 15-9 as a timeout is taken. A minute 2 left to play in the first half.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City. Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898. Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Hoop OKC is a new supporter of the broadcast. Hoop OKC, a mobile arcade basketball trailer that you can call out to your next event. If you've got a Bethany High School playoff watch party going on, you can call Hoop OKC, 405-448-0099. Great fun for the adults and the kids alike. 15-9, Bethany has ball. Harris takes it beyond mid-floor, hits Bibbs. In trouble on the right wing, got hit from behind. That's going to be a foul on Grove, and I think the right call there. It's going to go on number 22, Olivia Shoemaker. Shoemaker's second personal foul. Into the game, number 11, Aiden Arnold. Now that does stop the clock for the Broncos here. A chance to put together a good offensive possession. 3 players on a ladder right in front of Calderon set to inbound on that far side. Bibbs stands alone on the far right block. See what happens here. Now normally there's McNutt to leave the ladder, frees up Madison McNutt right beyond half court. She shakes, able to get one defender off of her, over to Morgan, now back to Madison. 44 seconds left to play. Bounce pass to Calderon on the right wing. Calderon drives all the way to the baseline, went down, slipped, and lost the ball. And they're going to say this is actually out on Bethany. I thought for sure that touched the white jersey last. Cameron Donnelly comes into the game. Calderon going to be given a break, and I am surprised by that one. I know she slipped and lost it, but it looked like it bounced off of a white jersey. And not like a close ball. It looked like it bounced off her chest. 30 seconds left to play. Grove down to the corner, and they lose the ball in return. A pass to the wing and a pass into the corner, no good. It was number 20, Zoe Robertson, who has somewhat struggled with that in the first half, losing another basketball. 25 seconds left to play. Full court defense from Grove, trying to force another turnover. Morgan McNutt brings up the right side of the floor, cross-court pass to Madison. Madison McNutt at the Tiger logo, backs it off right side, able to hit Morgan. Morgan back to the logo, 10 seconds to play with. Finds Madison McNutt on the left wing. She goes with a lob down low to Donnelly. Donnelly backs down one defender, tries to go up and underneath. The left-handed finish, no good. Bibbs fighting for the rebound. It's up in the air. Grove comes down with it. And that'll run out of time here. Full court shot taken, well short. At the end of the first half, 15-9. Grove leads. A 4-point quarter for the Bethany Broncos, a 7-point quarter for the Grove Ridgerunners. And again, very low scoring compared to what we've seen in the past. Well, we'll go to our halftime break. I'll tally up our totals at half and tell you what we've got when we return after this interview with the one, the only Blake Nightingale. So don't go anywhere. More Bethany basketball on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk coming soon.
Hello again, everyone. We're back here on the main street of America in Oklahoma City, back at one of our favorite places, State Farm Insurance, Blake Nightingale. Blake, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful spring day here in Oklahoma City, and so excited for all the upcoming things coming our way. So
that's right. It's even still February, and we're in spring. I love Oklahoma.
It feels like spring.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, speaking of spring, want to talk again about the weather coming up. I mean, we got to think about our roofs, our property with the storms that move in.
Yeah.
What kind of insurance can you help people with?
Yeah, the number one claim that most Oklahomans deal with is the hail storms, right? And the wind and tornadoes and all that kind of stuff. And so no better time than right now to start preparing for the spring season. And so what does that look like? Just make sure you're reviewing your policies, make sure you know what coverage you have. And most importantly, making sure that you've got the right person to take care of you.
And you are it. And that's the thing I like too, is I always hear this on TV sometimes when I watch, is call us at 1-800, but you have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
Right here, people come in and talk to you, and your staff is excellent.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. Why is that advantage?
Yeah, I love having 6 people here. The number one thing I love about it is that you can call and you can talk to the same person over and over. And most people, insurance is an afterthought until you got that question. And you don't want to be on hold for 30 minutes trying to talk to somebody that doesn't know you. We know you personally. We know your story. And that's what we take pride in, is taking care of you and knowing who you are.
Very good. Well, I have a couple of questions. Number one question, we were talking about the spring. Should people look at the roofs before the weather hits? Should they even look at it, get some kind of knowledge of how the roof looks? What should they do to prepare?
Yeah, a couple of things I think that are very important as we go into the spring season. One is to get your roof checked. A lot of roofing companies will do it for free. I think another thing to do is go ahead and do a video inventory of all your stuff. So what I just tell people is take a video, go each room to room, and that way if there's ever a catastrophic event, you know exactly what you have, so you don't have to think about it in that time. And then the most important thing is know your deductibles, know your coverage. Make sure you have full replacement costs, and make sure you know what the out-of-pocket expenses look like, so you can prepare so that whenever something does happen, and hopefully we have a lighter season this year in Oklahoma, but that's not likely, obviously. But again, you know what you have, and that's the most important thing I tell people. So.
Yeah, the pre-maintenance helps cut down the panic when something does happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And just obviously, knowing what to expect and making sure you've got a plan in place. And so, with all these storms that come through, those out-of-state roofers start coming in. And,
yes.
And it just builds a lot of anxiety with people. And so knowing ahead of time and having a plan in place is the best way to go about it. So.
Do roofers and insurance companies like State Farm, do they ever work with roofers? Do you ever recommend a roofer, or you can't do that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of roofers that we've dealt with and that are great. I would just tell you go local. If they're knocking on your door, then chances are they're out of state, and that can get you some concerns. And so I would say choose local and choose who you trust, and usually they'll take care of you. So.
All right, I had this question come up, and I wanted to ask you about it. Business insurance. People are in an office building. They're wanting to move furniture or move stuff in,
yep.
And the building management says, "Do you have insurance? What if somebody busts out the door, out the glass window you go through, the
yep.
door window?"
Yep.
Tell us about why it's wise to have insurance in your office building, and how does that safeguard you?
Yeah, so we insure. A lot of times State Farm always thinks people only think about auto and home. And we insure business, life insurance, health insurance. And so when it comes to business specifically, one of the biggest things is making sure you protect your personal property. Theft and water damage tend to be, larger claims for people. But it is always important when you're dealing with a business entity that you have the ability to maybe be sued or liability concerns, that you have coverage in place for that. And so that's, again, why we love having 6 people here. We're a knowledgeable resource. We love to take care of customers and help in all their needs. We kind of view ourselves as a one-stop shop, and we'll take care of all the insurance needs you might have. So.
Well, knowledge also helps wisdom, and having the wisdom to do something about it. Because I'm one of these to put it off and say, yeah. I should have done it already.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did see that recently, where some people were moving out. They were moving out of the building, and somehow or another, you know how Murphy's Law works.
Yeah.
They busted a window.
Yeah.
Totally by accident, but
yeah.
They did it. And that's why it's important to have insurance in there.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, insurance, most people, it's not on top of mind until a claim happens. And then It's like, what did I get myself into? That's why we're here to help. We want to make sure we foresee the future and what could happen, and make sure you're protected. And you can call us or text us anytime. And that number is 405-728-1313. And we would love to be a resource for you.
And once you tell us your address and any other final words you'll say before we cut and get back where we're at.
Yeah, so we're located here off of Northwest Expressway, 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And again, like I said, text or call. The biggest thing that I tell you going into the spring, doesn't hurt to shop, doesn't hurt to make sure you've got the right coverage in place, and we would love to be a resource for you. So.
And I might add that, Blake, you're a family man. You know what it's like to raise a family and take your kids places and just all of that. So you're very knowledgeable and have empathy toward families that are needing to get insurance to take care of them.
Yeah, we love to hear the personal story of each one of you, and we love to take care of you and help in any way we can.
Well, thank you, Blake. Thanks for sponsoring all of our sports in Bethany High School and all that we do. Yeah. We appreciate all you do, Blake.
Yep. Thanks. Go Broncos.
As we welcome you to the Blake Nightingale State Farm halftime show, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's game. I know it's kind of sometimes rough not being able to have the video. You know, it is what it is, but it means the world to us that you listen along on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk or GSN Sports and Talk, whichever way you're tuning in. I want you to know we appreciate you. At halftime, and again, Blake Nightingale, 7304 Northwest Expressway. Camera Gear has 6. Allie Lynn has 3 for all the scoring Bethany has been able to muster tonight. The other bright spot, Reese Harris, 6 rebounds, 4 defensive, 2 offensive. She's been the other bright spot. Regier does have 3 fouls to her name, which could be a little bit of trouble here later on, but overall, this has been an ugly slugfest between these two teams. It's been for lack of a better term, a little bit sloppy with the turnovers. Fouls, maybe not the biggest issue in the world. 3 is manageable, and no one else has more than 2. But the turnovers, man, the turnovers were so rough, and that was on both sides. Both of these teams are better than a 15-9 score at half. And actually, to give you a little bit of behind the scenes, while that interview was playing, I heard someone walk past here and say, it was ugly, but all you got to do is survive. I think that is an accurate way to look at it. You don't have to play your absolute best day in, day out. You just got to survive. And right now, Grove wants to survive more than the Bethany Broncos. Now, I will say, I think Bethany's going to have a chance to make some big changes here. I think the offense is going to have a new look. The cross-court passes are just not working out for the Bethany Broncos right now. They've gone to a lot of pass to the wing, pass back out to, the ball high at the logo, yank one, launch one cross-court, have it stolen away by Grove. I think that's going to have to change here slightly as these two teams take the floor to warm up. And if it does, I would give the edge back to the Bethany Broncos. But right now, it just hasn't been their game, right? The turnovers have been rough. There's been some miscommunication issues, small errors that they don't normally make. And I want to see them clean that up here very quickly in the third quarter. Because I believe the moment Bethany retakes the lead, they'll have the lead to the end of the game. That's what I'd like to think. Will that be true? Will that be how it plays out? Who knows? But that's what I like to think. This has been the Blake Nightingale Halftime Show. Blake again at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Proud supporter of Bethany High Athletics. He also sponsors our player awards, which we'll do at the end of this game. But for now, about 50 seconds until we're back with some second half action. Don't go anywhere. This is Bethany High basketball at Area on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
And we come back out of break. Grove has ball first. 8 minutes on the board for the third quarter, and we're underway. As we welcome you back, want to say thanks again to Cholinos for their support of the screen. The game plan was out at Cholinos for a 2-hour show yesterday. It was $8.99 enchilada night. Grove with the pass at the corner. Now a bounce pass down low. No good. Lynn gets the rebound. Cholinos $8.99 enchilada night every Wednesday. They're turning 37 this Saturday, so get out there and take advantage of some birthday deals. They're out in Yukon off of Garth Brooks. Madison McNutt and the Bethany Broncos trying to cut into this 6-point deficit. 15-9 the current score. Lynn taking it up with 2 defenders, maintains control of the basketball, hits Calderon on the baseline, and that's a good start. Calderon finds her first points of the night, puts Bethany in double digits on the game, 15-11. The lead 4 for the Grove Ridgerunners. They go to the left wing. Here's number 20, Zoe Robertson. Back over high all the way around the perimeter. And nothing opens up for Grove. So they go back to Robertson, left wing. Calderon playing defense on her. Has to go somewhere. Spinning on her left foot. Finally gets it out to Jackson Berryman. Berryman with a pass down low, nearly stolen away by the black jerseys. Robertson thought about the 3, but passed it up. She goes down to the corner. The pass goes inside to Rowan Gear. Gear finds a player in the corner. It's going to be Robertson for the long 2, and she hits it in rhythm. 17-11, the lead back out to 6. 6:40 left to play in the third quarter. McNutt's bringing up the floor, looking to Lynn, up ahead to Calderon on the left wing. 2 defenders come out to meet her. Bounce pass back to Lynn. Lynn gets a shot to the face. Backs down 1 defender. Going to the right side. Harris gets out of the way. Lynn goes all the way to the baseline underneath the bucket. Kick to the corner. Madison McNutt lets the 3 fly in and out. McNutt gets her own rebound. She's going to try to go back up, but able to hit Lynn. Lynn's 3 no good. And that one is going to be rebounded by Grove. Now, those were some quality looks at the bucket, and that's what you're looking for, even if they weren't made. 6 minutes left to play in the third. Even right there, I think they're doing exactly what I was looking for. The offense feels a little bit different. Bounce pass down low, open up, blocked by Lynn. There's number 45, Buffington. She's able to pick up the loose ball and go back up for 2. So you had a great block by Lynn, but great offense by Buffington to stay with it. And that's been Grove's game so far tonight. Calderon was looking for a bounce pass to a cutting McNutt, but goes right past her and into the hands of the white jersey. Another turnover. A lot of contact. Calderon gets a steal on the other end, nearly threw it away, but Harris there to get it before it goes out of bounds. We're back to the Wild game plan in transition. 19-11, 5.5 left to play in the third. McNutt looking up to the right wing. There's Harris. Harris down to the free throw line. Regier, 3 defenders on her, spinning in trouble. Cross-court pass to Calderon. There's the extra to McNutt. McNutt goes back down to Regier, who gets hit in the back and takes the foul. This foul assessed to number 45, Javen Buffington. That's the first team foul this quarter and Buffington's third personal, so she's going to have to come off the floor. Into her spot, it's going to be number 15, Kinsey Gwynn. Madison McNutt to inbound it. She's on the baseline looking to the corner. Morgan McNutt catch and shoot from the right corner just off the front of the rim. Punched out by Grove. Fast break time, one-on-one. McNutt working on Berryman. Berryman goes up left hand, got it blocked by McNutt. But I think McNutt is going to get hit with the foul call here. If that was a clean block, that would have been the cleanest thing I'd seen all year. Well, that is the first team foul and the first personal for Morgan McNutt. Free throw is up and made on the other end. Again, at the line, number 12, Jackson Berryman. 20-11, the Grove lead is 9. Trying to make it 10 with this one, and she does. 2-2 on that trip, 21-11. Grove maintains a double-digit lead. They're staying just out of reach of these Bethany Broncos. Morgan McNutt to Harris on the right wing. Harris goes back out high to Madison. Madison at the left of the Tiger logo finds her sister on the left side. She goes down low to Regier. Regier 2 steps, weaving through traffic, goes up and has 2. And they need Cam Regier in a big way right now. Their most consistent scorer in the paint. They're trying to get her started here in the third. 4:42 left to play. A lob to the free throw line, brought down by Gwynn. Gwynn hits number 24, Gear, who launches the 3 from straight away. 24-13, the lead 11 instead for Grove. McNutt sees one defender in front of her, goes right side to Harris. Harris from the line, inside pass, has Regier. One dribble, goes up and has 2. And that's what they were looking for the entire first half. Regier now has 5 made 2-pointers. She's at 10 on the game. Just over 4 minutes left to go. Crossover move down to the corner. Number 11, Arnold, looking for somewhere to go all the way back around the perimeter, now down in the far corner. Rowan Gear with Harris on her. Needs somewhere to go. There's a swing pass down low to the right block. Gwynn has it. She can't get the shot up over Lynn, so she has to go back out beyond the perimeter. Pass into the lane, bounce pass down low. Just barely corralled by Robertson. Her pass no good, and Regier has the defensive rebound. Regier pressing the advantage, fouled in transition. She was going right to left over the middle of the floor. Looks like this foul is going on number 20, Zoe Robertson. Second team foul, first personal for Robertson. Number 22, Olivia Shoemaker. Number 32, Sophie Green back in the game. McNutt to inbound it on that far side. Was looking to the corner, didn't see anything open up. Hits Lynn, now right back to 1-1. Olivia Shoemaker comes out to pressure Madison McNutt. She gets a bounce pass to Morgan, now back out high to Madison. Over to Harris on the right wing. Harris cross-court pass. There's Morgan McNutt tangled up with one defender, stolen away by Grove. Rowan Gear there to get the steal. She's not out of trouble yet. Madison McNutt playing a little bit of full court pressure. She'll get back in time to slow Grove down enough. 3:22 left to play in this quarter. 24-15, Grove leads by 9. Green on the far side, looking back out towards the top of the key. Able to find Robertson. Robertson goes to the corner, now down low. Shots up, no foul called. Rebounded by Lynn on the defensive board. It was number 24, Rowan Gear, to take the shot. Bethany has the numbers advantage. Morgan McNutt steps into a 3. Her shot no good, but Regier was there, and she goes up for 2. So Regier gets the offensive rebound. Lynn had a defensive rebound. Morgan McNutt had the missed 3, but it worked out in the end, 24-17. The lead 7 for Grove. 2:45 left to play. They're going to go left side. Here's Gwynn. Gwynn back out to the top with Olivia Shoemaker. Shoemaker over to the corner. Gear has nowhere to go, able to hit another player. And again, Grove just back in this back and forth offense, back and forth, back and forth. They finally threw one away. And Grove's coach, Richard Bassett, not happy about the way that possession turned out. Richard Bassett, also the Grove athletic director. I've been in contact with him a little bit. A pretty good coach and an even better guy, but you can tell he is not happy with that offense right there, and I don't think either side really has been tonight. 2:25 left to go in the third. Madison McNutt up the left side, trying to get past Berryman. Got a pass down low. Found Regier. Regier gets a friendly bounce off the back of the rim, and another timeout taken. And now it feels like a little bit of momentum is going to the Bethany Broncos. It's down to a 5-point game, 24-19, with 2:16 left to play in the quarter. Regier has pushed her scoring up to 14.
Polished is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bri Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Grove has ball back with 2:10 left to play now. They're going with the bounce pass to the top of the key. See what opens up after this. A handoff beyond the line. Here's Robertson. Madison McNutt working on Robertson all the way left to right. She goes with a quick handoff. Jump stop for Shoemaker. Shoemaker able to hit Gwynn. Gwynn, top of the key, nowhere to go, so she hands it back off to Robertson. Now Robertson drives left hand all the way to the block. Throw up a wild shot, no good. Regier comes down with the defensive board. Regier in transition, pressing the advantage. Goes to the left wing with Madison McNutt. She finds Harris, back down to Regier. She backs down, one defender spins, goes up right hand, shot no good. Got her own rebound, and a foul call. I was waiting for it on that one. I thought there was a little bit of contact that might necessitate the whistle. Mallory Petty picks up the foul. It's her first personal, third team foul in this quarter. The lead's still 5 for the Grove Ridgerunners, but Bethany has been closing in. A little bit of momentum going the black jersey's way. High inbounds to Regier, clock back to running. Harris with the give and go to Regier. She finds a player in the corner. Donnelly fakes a shot, drives on the baseline, puts up a wild shot just off the front of the rim. Grove able to come down with the rebound. The Ridgerunners now bringing up the left side of the floor, right behind Donnelly. She doesn't see him. A 3 taken, and a 3 knocked down by Rowan Gear. A little bit of a defensive miscommunication there led to an open 3 for Gear, and she's been a great player here tonight and doesn't let that one pass her by. 8-point lead for the Ridgerunners. A minute left to play in the quarter. Morgan McNutt in the left corner, tangled up, jump ball. McNutt was matched up on number 24, Rowan Gear, and there is a noticeable size and experience advantage there for Gear. She comes in at 5'9", but she's a senior and a forward. Madison McNutt set to inbound, goes straight to Lynn, right back to McNutt. Now 60 seconds exactly left to play in the third. McNutt with a bounce pass to Donnelly on the far wing. She goes back out high. Now if we find 1-0 from the left wing, her 3 no good. Rebounded by Grove. Grove up the right side of the floor, 45 seconds left to work with. They hit Gear. Gear has Harris on her, stands at the mouth of the Tiger, goes back to the right side. There's Arnold. Arnold with the pass down the corner, trying to find Berryman. Lynn working on Berryman, poked it out, but Berryman got back. Jump pass inside the line, nothing opens up. 30 seconds left to play. Left side all the way to the glass. The shot's up and no good. It'll be Donnelly come down with the rebound off of the Mallory Petty shot. Regier stops on the dime, fires cross court. There's McNutt from the far corner. 2 defenders on her, spins out of trouble. Back out to the top, cross court pass over the head of Harris in the right corner. Things a little bit wild once again. McNutt had no help, nowhere to go. Just couldn't get that ball to Harris, and McNutt visibly frustrated on the sideline after that turnover. Bethany knows they're leaving a lot of potential points on the board right now. They've still got 14 seconds left in this quarter and then a whole fourth to play. But Grove's going to have one more chance to push this lead out to 10 or more. Here's Berryman, right side, back to the top of the key. There's Buffington. Buffington down low. The shot's up, high off the glass, and good for Rowan Gear. She got the finish with the left hand. Clock running out. Bethany doesn't get a chance to inbound it. 29-19 as we head into the fourth. that one, a 14-point quarter for Grove and a 10-point quarter for Bethany. A better mark than these two teams saw through the entirety of the first half, but for Bethany, that's not going to work out. In this fourth quarter, they have got to come out and shut Grove down. They need no more turnovers. I'm just going to say it plainly, no more turnovers. If they turn it over at the rate we've been going, it's going to be a loss for these women. They're talented enough to pull off this comeback. 8 minutes, and we'll see if they can. Thanks to Ship It Sooner. They're one of our key sponsors. 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace. They've got private mailboxes and virtual mailboxes, actually. And you can check out both by calling 405-256-6264.
Are you looking for some hair, some virgin hair, some extensions? Well, come to Alchemy Ming Virgin Hair and Boutique. We have moved to 10709 North Rockwell Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Suite D. Come and see all the styles from your best hairstylist, your favorite hairstylist, the award-winning hairstylist of the year, Jasmine J.G. Garrett Whitson.
We are back from break. Well, folks, it comes down to this. It's do or die. No loser's bracket. Win or go home. 29-19, the Grove Ridgerunners lead in the rematch versus the Bethany Broncos. 8 minutes left to play. Madison McNutt matched up full court against Jackson Berryman. Prevents the ball from getting into Berryman, but Grove finds another way to get it in play. So here we go. 7:50. Bibbs matched up on Berryman. Nearly got the steal. Berryman throws it away. No one there. Lynn trying to get it first. A lot of contact around the ball, and we're just going to have a timeout taken by Grove. No fouls assessed. That was number 15, Kinsey Gwynn, trying to get to that ball. She had McNutt on her to the left, both racing for it. 30 seconds, and we're back. This is an interesting one down to the wire.
Come see us down at Smoothie King. We have 2 amazing locations to serve you. 5914 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City and 5921 Southwest 3rd Street, located right in the heart of Oklahoma City. Folks, we have the awesome Dude Perfect smoothie. We have wonderful enhancements to get you ready for your workout. Rule the day. Smoothie King is your one-stop shop for delicious smoothie action. Come see us at Smoothie King.
Grove has the inbounds here on their side of the floor, 29-19. 15 seconds came off the clock. The inbounder is number 11, Aiden Arnold. She goes with a bounce pass, able to hit Rowan Gear. Gear had 2 defenders on her. Bethany wants the jump ball, but Madison McNutt is going to be hit with a foul instead. That is McNutt's first personal and the team's first of this quarter. If you stuck with us for this long, it's been a rough game, but we want to thank you for being here. And another foul called before it even gets in. They're saying McNutt got a hold. Oh, no, they're saying Allie Lynn had too much contact underneath the bucket. That's what they're saying. Crazy, crazy stuff here. Another inbounds. This one goes out high. Here's Gear. Gear with a swing pass over to her right. 7:37 time on Grove side. 11 on 11 here. McNutt was matched up on Arnold. Arnold got the pass off. Now here's a drive left hand. Fake shot from Gear. Gear gets to the free throw line and then some, tangled up with Lynn. Jump ball. Allie Lynn with some great defense in the lane. This ball is going with the Bethany Broncos. And Bethany desperately needed that stop. Number 24, the senior Rowan Gear, has been such a big part of the Grove game tonight. They have got to shut her down. Madison McNutt from the left wing, working left to right. Here's Lynn at the logo, goes back to 1-1. She squares up the 3, wants it, no good. Rebounded by Grove. Bibbs playing the full court defense, but she's not going to be able to slow him down. Madison McNutt matched up on number 24, Rowan Gear. Gear gets past 2 defenders, goes with the bounce pass to Buffington. High pass back to her. Gear from the logo, looking to her right. There's Berryman. Berryman doesn't let the 3 fly, and says she goes back to the top of the key. Back in the hands of Gear, now on the left wing. 6:50 left to go in this quarter, and McNutt gets a steal. And there's a foul called immediately on, I believe, Kinsey Gwynn. No, it was going to go on Jackson Berryman. That's even better for the Bethany Broncos. Berryman picks up her 3rd personal. That's the first team foul this quarter for Grove. Number 20, Zoe Robertson, comes back into the game, accompanied by Sophie Green. 6:47 left to go. 29-19. Bethany down 10. In this final 6:45, you've got to play some of the best basketball of your life. Lynn from the logo, matched up on Arnold. Gets past her, rough pass to McNutt, but she hauls it in. McNutt spinning, needs somewhere to go, hits Bibbs. Bibbs over to Harris at the logo again. Harris over to Bibbs in the right wing, now down to McNutt in the right corner. She's going to bring it back out high as Bethany is not forcing anything now. Just playing it safe. Bibbs in the corner, flings one cross court. There's an open Regier on the left side, but Harris doesn't see her. Harris to McNutt, bounce pass to Lynn. Lynn gets separation, puts up the high arcing shot, no good. She wants the rebound, no one comes down with it. Finally, Grove has it. Grove in trouble on the baseline. Couple bounce passes back and forth, but they're going to escape trouble for the time being as a timeout is taken by Grove's head coach, Richard Bassett. 6:06 is where the clock is paused. That was a good opportunity for Lynn there. She got past her defenders, put up a shot, just couldn't get it to drop. It's been that kind of night once again. We'll be back. It's a full timeout, so we'll be back after 2. Before we go, though, thanks to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Remember, they also ship and deliver their licensed real estate agents as well, so they can help you find a place to move your brand new comfortable mattresses into. Thanks to Victory Mattress Outlet.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
Crunch time, desperation minutes here at the end of our first match of area for the Bethany Broncos. Currently trailing the Grove Ridgerunners 29-19. A reminder, the last time these two teams played, it was a 45-31 win for the Bethany Broncos. They had them by 14, now down almost the same. It's going to take a lot for these Bethany Broncos to get back in it, but I've said it a few times. If there's any team talented enough to do it, it's this Broncos team in front of us. 6 minutes now left to play. Full court defense coming out from Bethany, trying to cause a turnover, and they get one. McNutt punched the ball away, and Bibbs comes down with it. McNutt was slow to get up, but she's fine. Bethany brings it up the floor. And this is the correct adjustment from the Bethany side. They know that they're desperate right now. They know they need more possessions on the offensive board. Regier all the way down to the right wing, has to pick up the dribble, goes to Harris, all the way around to McNutt. But still encountering a zone defense from Grove, by the way. And there's a foul as the pass was looking inside to Regier. It's going to hit number 45, Javen Buffington, for I believe her 4th. And that will be the case. Buffington picks up a 4th personal foul. Kinsey Gwynn back in the game. 2 team fouls on both sides. 5:34 left to play. McNutt set to inbounds. See where she goes. Bounce pass straight to Regier. McNutt's wide open from 3. She lets it fly. From the right corner, no good. Bibbs got the rebound. Her putback, no good. And Grove gets the rebound. The Ridgerunners in trouble, but they bring it up the floor. Unlucky chain of events right there. Bibbs gets a steal and able to get it to Harris. Harris to bring it up the floor, and what a wild chain of events here, folks. What a wild chain of events. On the other end of the floor, McNutt goes all the way to the glass. No good for her shot, but Regier gets the rebound and hold on. No bucket. The foul was on the floor. Interesting. Stopping Regier from going to the line. It'll just be an inbounds for the Broncos. They put all 4 players along the perimeter, trying to free up Regier down low. McNutt set to inbound it. She goes high. There's a lot of off-ball contact. Allie Lynn hit the deck. It looks like it's going to be a foul on number 12, Jackson Berryman, and that will be the case. Now, here's your storyline. 4 personal fouls on multiple Grove players, and that was their 4th team foul. They have no more to give. Bethany will be in the bonus for the final 5 minutes if they pick up a 5th. The inbounds goes high to Lynn. Threw it over her head, but Lynn's okay. Able to keep the ball on that side of the floor, and Regier is there to pick it up. Regier going left to right. Dribbling, gets a screen from Lynn. No handoff here, gets to the lane. Able to hit Bibbs. Bibbs for the long 2. Off the glass, no good. McNutt can't get the rebound. Regier comes down with it, and she's fouled on the putback. Well, I do like that that shot attempt from Madison Bibbs. I think that was the right one to take. Plenty of room, shoot with a little bit of confidence. Try to get your team a run. Regier at the line. She's shooting 2, and she knocks down the first. That's only Regier's second free throw attempt of the game. But, of course, Bethany will now be in the bonus for the final 5 minutes, 29-20. Regier lines it up. Calderon back on the floor, by the way, and she goes 2 for 2 on that trip. Regier now 2 of 3 from the line on the game. 4:50 left to play, 29-21. Still full court defense from the Bethany Broncos, and it results in a turnover. Grove fed it to the middle of the floor, but number 20, Zoe Robertson, threw it through the hands of Sophie Green. 4:44, another costly turnover, this time on the Ridgerunners. Inbounds pass will go to McNutt. She'll bring it up the floor. Looking to her right, there's Harris. Harris well beyond the wing, back out high to McNutt. McNutt gets a screen from Calderon, trying to free up Harris. She's going to go to the right side, step back, no three, bounce past Regier. 2 defenders on her, and travel called on Regier. Coach Saylor animated on the sideline looking for the foul call. Regier didn't have a chance to get the shot off with all the hands in her face. 4:30, Grove has it. Grove trying to go with the right line. Crossover move. Getting past everyone is Sophie Green, and she hits the deck in the corner. And it's an offensive foul on Green. She's shaken up, though. Her head hit the pavement. The hardwood down there, not the most comfortable thing to fall on. Green up, moving around on her own. I think she's going to be given a break. But another turnover on Grove. That was the second personal foul, I believe, on, looks like it's assessed to Robertson. Not sure about that one. We'll see if that changes here. Harris takes the inbounds, 4:20 left to go, down 8. Harris with the bounce pass to Lynn. No catch and shoot. She's going to the corner. McNutt doesn't take the 3, brings it back out high to Harris on the right wing. Looking to her left. Calderon down to the corner. There's Regier. Regier, 2 defenders on her. Goes back to Calderon from straight away. Calderon lets it fly and knocks it down. And that's a big 3. Calderon, sworn by her team, hugs all around. Bethany has it back within 5. 29-24 as we head to a full timeout. We'll tell you what, folks, if you want to shoot it like McKenna Calderon, call Hoop OKC. How about that one? 405-448-0099, Arcade Basketball Trailer, veteran-owned and operated, locally owned and operated right here in OKC. We're back after this commercial.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
Bethany through this quarter technically on a 5-0 run. Grove ended the third at 29 points. They haven't scored since. They do have ball here. 29-24, 4:05 left to play in the game. Grove with a 5-point lead, but they desperately need some points. But it's another turnover. That one on the junior, Zoe Robertson. That gets a big cheer out of the Bethany bench. 3:59 left to go. The Broncos have ball back. Let's see if they feed Calderon again. She just knocked down a big 3. The inbounds needs to go somewhere. It finds Allie Lynn at the logo. Lynn, 1 defender on her. She's working against number 12, Jackson Berryman. Goes all the way to the left wing. Step back. Now she gets to the baseline. Pushed along the baseline. Harris takes the 3 off the front of the rim. Regier comes down with the offensive rebound. Her putback no good. Lynn comes down with the second offensive rebound, and she's fouled. Lynn will head to the line. The foul goes on number 20, Zoe Robertson, her 3rd personal. Bethany only has 2 team fouls. They've been in the bonus since about the 5-minute mark. 3:44 on the clock at this current moment. Lynn knocks down her first free throw. She's 2 of 3 from the line. 4-point game. She makes this one. It's a 1-possession game. Takes her time. Lines it up. Shots up and good. Lynn 3 of 4 from the line. 29-26. Grove trying to bring it past half court. They're in trouble. 4 defenders on their side of the court. Finally, they get it up to number 11, Aiden Arnold. Arnold down to the corner, now back up high. They go all the way around the perimeter over to the far side with Rowan Gear. Gear down low to Kinsey Gwynn. Gwynn in trouble, dribbles out to the corner. Trap defense, she's got Lynn and Regier on her. Whistle blown. Another timeout taken by Grove. A necessity at that moment of play. They can't afford another turnover or another foul, so they'll sacrifice the timeout instead. 4 players were on the far side on the other side of the half-court line. They were trying their absolute hardest to keep Grove from bringing that ball up to the left side of the floor. That was pretty funny to see. I can't remember the last time I've seen 4 players on that side of the line when it's technically half-court defense, but you know what? It worked out. 29-26, we're sticking here. Thanks to Aloha, Shaved Ice, and Coyote Pond. Aloha hosts our coaches show. Coyote Pond sponsors our keys to the game. Aloha is at 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Coyote Pond is on North 63rd Street, right off of MacArthur. Can't miss it. Thanks to both of those sponsors. 3:20 left to go. Grove still has ball. They go with the ladder. They're going to go with the inbound to the right side. Oh, and a push on Calderon. Now, okay, I'll say that's the right call there. That's the right call there. It wasn't much contact, but it was enough contact. That's the 3rd team foul on the Bethany Broncos. They still have 1 to give. 3:19 on the clock. Another inbound. Same formation here. Now 2 players on the ladder. They're going to go high. Calderon got a hand on it, but it's hauled down by Jackson Berryman. Berryman to the left. Looking for Robertson. Ball stolen away. Calderon was there. And McKenna Calderon, when Bethany needed an answer, she comes up big. Calderon will head to the line. She's shooting 2. Calderon took a rough shot on that one. She's banged up. You can see her mouthing to Coach Taylor, she's fine, she's fine. She wants to stay on the floor. They're going to give it an objective look and make sure she is good. It looks like Donnelly's going to come in the floor on Calderon's place. These are extremely important free throws. And Donnelly will come into the floor. She'll take the free throws. Calderon did the job. Got Bethany some more free throws. Let's see if Donnelly can knock them down. Cameron Donnelly has 2. Her first, no good. Off the back of the rim. These are Donnelly's first attempts from the free throw line. 1 sub comes in for Grove as well. It's number 32, Sophie Green. 4 personal fouls, by the way, on Zoe Robertson. Donnelly has 1 more 3-point lead. Shots up. She got it. 1 of 2 on that trip. Bethany doesn't come away with nothing. 29-27. McNutt and Regier trying to get a steal. 2 players go down. Grove to bring it past half court. They pick up the dribble and rough swap, but they got it past the line. Jump pass at the top of the key. Here's Rowan Gear. Gear all the way down to the corner. Nothing opens up for Grove beyond the perimeter. They got to go back out high. Looking for something. Green, crossover move. Puts up the mid-range jumper. No good. Donnelly has the rebound. Bethany going back the other way. Here's McNutt. McNutt 2 defenders on her. Looking ahead to Reese Harris. Harris goes for the cross-court give, but it's stolen away by Grove. 1-on-2 fast break. Rowan Gear against McNutt and Harris. Hesitation move. Got a foul call. Harris and McNutt both just barely couldn't slow her down. It'll be officially Madison McNutt taking the foul. That's 4 team fouls on Bethany. They no longer have 1 to give. The free throw is made by Gear. 30-27. Back up to a 3-point game. She makes this one. It's 2 possessions. Shots up. Bounces around and falls. 2-2 on that trip. 4-point lead. 2.5 left to play. Bethany working with a little bit more energy here, a little bit more speed. Donnelly to the right of McNutt. That's where McNutt goes. Back out high. McNutt looking to the far corner. There's Harris. Harris with a swing pass down low. Finds his way to Donnelly. Donnelly with a mid-range jumper. She's got it. Cameron Donnelly knocks down her first shot. Made from 2. 31-29. 2:15 left to go. Still full court defense coming out from the Bethany Broncos. Grove able to bring it past half court. Here's Green. Green with McNutt behind her. Steps out beyond the line on the left wing. Stolen away. Regier has it. Fast break the other way. Regier has pressure coming from behind. Able to get the shot off. No good. And thrown out of bounds. Last going to be touched by Harris. Well, Regier was trying to beat 3 defenders. Had no idea the extra help was coming from behind. 1:58 left to go. 31-29. Again, Bethany no longer has a foul to give. And you can see in the way they're playing more of a zone look on the full court defense. Grove able to break it. They go with Arnold up the right side. Arnold over to Gear. Gear inside the lane, kicks it back out. Shot fake. Bethany wants it travel. Official didn't see it. Gear launches a 3 from way far away. No good. Picked up by Grove underneath the bucket. And now we have the travel. Lynn was there to play the defense, forced a turnover on Grove. That could be a costly mistake for the Grove Lady Ridgerunners. 1.5 minutes left to play. This is the possession. McNutt over to Donnelly on the right wing. Donnelly back out to McNutt. She goes over to Harris, left side. Grove still in the zone. Back out high to McNutt. She goes with the high pass Regier. Regier goes through traffic, puts up the shot. She's got it. Tie game. 31-31, 1:12 minutes left to play. Grove has ball. Good pass, good ball movement up the floor. They've got on the right side. They're going to go back out high to the logo. They want to burn time in this situation. They want to be last possession. Gear looking to her right, goes all the way down to the far corner. McNutt matched up on the ball handler. Jackson Berryman. Berryman in trouble. Got it stolen away. Lynn picks it up. Fast break here. Lynn going through multiple defenders. 2 players on either side. Goes to Donnelly on the far side. Donnelly lets the 3 fly. Off the back of the rim. No good. Harris comes down with the offensive rebound. Gets it out to Regier beyond the wing. McNutt now down to Harris. Harris from the right corner. Puts it up. No good on that one either. Regier got the offensive rebound. Fighting through multiple defenders. 1 shot. She got the foul. Regier exhausted. She's heading back to the line. I tell you what, I'm exhausted watching her on that one. That's ridiculous. Regier at the line. She's 2 of 3 from the stripe today. Her first. No good, a little bit too strong. 33.4, Madison Bibbs comes into the game, gives Donnelly a break. Donnelly played some great minutes there, had a couple big plays. 1 more free throw coming for Cam Regier. This will be her 5th on the night. Shots up. She's got it. Regier 3 of 5 from the line. A 1-point lead for the Bethany Broncos, 32-31. A lot of contact around the middle of the floor. And a lucky foul call for the Grove Lady Ridgerunners. Harris hit with it. She was trying to beat a defender to a spot at mid-floor. That's Harris's 2nd, but more importantly, the 5th team foul on the Bethany Broncos. Both teams in bonus. Winner moves on to tomorrow. Loser goes home. First shot is up and no good. Calderon back on the floor. Bibbs gets a break. Bethany going with all starters. Their more offensive lineup. 29.5 left to play. Another free throw here. Shots up. That one is made. 32-32. Regier to inbound it. Grove kind of backs off more towards half court. Harris over to Regier. 25 seconds left to go. Regier beats her defender all the way up the court. Bounce pass down to the corner. Here's McNutt to bring it back out high. McNutt at the logo. Looking to her right, there's Harris. Harris on the Coliseum lettering. Steps all the way to the baseline. Timeout taken by head coach Eric Saylor. And again, another great timeout there. 15.7. All the time left in regulation. 15.7 seconds. 32-32 in a win or go home situation. Where would you rather be? Where would you rather be, folks? I know where I'd be, and it's right here.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
All right, we're back out of our full timeout. 15 seconds, Bethany has ball. McNutt to inbound it. Two players on the right side of the lane. Regier stands at the free throw line. Calderon to the left at the free throw line. Calderon goes all the way to the left corner. She's wide open. They see her. Calderon, no catch and shoot. 14 seconds left to go. Goes to Harris at the top of the key. Back over to McNutt. McNutt on the right side. Dribbles inside the line. Now backs it off. Still 8 seconds to work with. Gets to the baseline. Puts up the shot. She's got it. Madison McNutt's first shot made in this game comes at the biggest moment possible. And she's swarmed by all teammates and coaches and managers off the bench. 2-point lead for the Broncos, 34-32.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We've provided top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey, Blaine. Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday, and we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse, whether it's commercial or residential. We offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys are licensed, we're bonded and insured.
Here at Integrity, we offer senior discounts, military discounts, and public service discounts.
You worked hard for us, so let us work hard for you.
Yeah, go Broncos.
Bethany goes with the defensive lineup out of the timeout. Biz back on the floor with Regier in the front court. Harris and Calderon at mid-floor. McNutt well beyond half court. Wild throw, it's stolen away. Harris there to pick it up. Bethany wins it. Wait. They stopped the clock at .2. They put .2 back on the clock. It's Bethany ball. This shouldn't be time to do anything. Harris will be shooting some free throws. I don't know if it's any kind of possible for Grove to get anything out of this. I don't think you can put up a full court shot in .2 seconds. So I'm pretty confident in saying this one's over with. Harris missed her first free throw. At this point, though, it shouldn't matter. 34-32, 0.2 of a second left, and she just throws it off the glass. And the official blows the whistle. Pretty sure that has to hit rim for that to work. So 0.2 seconds. Grove technically will get it back. The officials aren't making a change on this one. They get it, no shot. Bethany wins. What a game. Low scoring through most of it. Unimaginable at the end of it. Bethany moves on to day 2. We'll see this team at 1 p.m. tomorrow. To the Grove Lady Ridgerunners, a hard-fought battle. They come up just short. What a game. What a game. We'll talk about this one in our post-game show where we award player of the game. I got to tally up the final scoring totals. Don't go anywhere. We'll see how this game got to where it ended up when we return from break. I feel like it's a cop-out, but all I can say is what a game.
Polish is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bribe Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
And we are back for the post-game show following the 34-32 win for the Bethany Lady Broncos. At the end of the night, Cam Regier has 19 points and 8 rebounds to cap off the team high in both categories. Behind her, McKenna Calderon had 5. Allie Lynn also had 5. Cameron Donnelly had 3. And Madison McNutt had 2. And that's it. That's all the scoring, but that's all it took. And kind of, again, a weird way for this game to end. It ends exactly how the Bethany Broncos wanted. So we got to award player of the game, and, man, she hit a crazy shot right there at the end, Madison McNutt. She was involved in all aspects. She kind of got the short end of the stick a lot offensively, struggled from 3, but she kept shooting. The senior has had to overcome so much. For her heart, for her never-give-up attitude, my player of the game, despite Regier's amazing offensive performance again, has to go to Madison McNutt. She's the captain of the team, tasked with their most difficult jobs. And when they needed her most, who should show up but Madison McNutt? All right, we'll see these two teams again tomorrow. I mentioned it, but Bethany Women's will play the winner of, I believe it is Verdigris and Woodward, which ended up being Verdigris by, get this, a 1-point win. So you had a 2-point win for us, a 1-point win for Verdigris. We see them at 1 tomorrow. The Bethany men will play the winner of Miami and Weatherford at 2:30 tomorrow. So we'll have a back-to-back action for you. Bethany beats Grove twice in the season to keep their playoff run alive. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. From Stroud, Oklahoma, this is Luke Young signing off. This has been Bethany High Basketball on the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. Thank you for watching.